Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I am the creator and author of the Get Resultsology system and a dedicated accountability coach. My mission is to empower solopreneurs to unlock their true potential, boost their income, and achieve extraordinary success by maximizing productivity, streamlining their businesses, and aligning their goals with their authentic vision and purpose. So, if you're ready to turn ambition into action and transform your goals into reality, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to welcome our guest expert today, Mariah MacInnes. Mariah is the founder of Content Queen, a global content agency helping entrepreneurs simplify and succeed with content creation and strategy. With a background in PR, journalism, and marketing, she helps business owners cut through the noise, build confidence, and create content that works. Having grown her business from scratch while working full-time, Mariah brings practical know-how and real-world experience to every client she supports. Mariah, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thank you so much, Robin, for having me. I am very excited to chat with you today.
I'm very excited to chat with you too. What part of the world are you in, Mariah?
I am currently in Melbourne, Australia, but in a month from now, I will be in a different place. I just bought a bus, so my partner and I are sleeping in a bus and traveling Australia. But right
Oh,
now,
wow.
Melbourne.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Well, it's no good me popping over there to join you for a coffee because I don't know where you'll be. You could be anywhere.
Who knows?
That's brilliant. Okay, so well, I'm in England, so it's breakfast time for me and it's dinner time for you. So we're both I'm getting hungry now just thinking about it. Let's do the questions instead, shall we?
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll get the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. Mariah, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
So my ideal client is an entrepreneur or small business owner who is just overwhelmed with social media, online content. They really want to promote their business and share their story, but it takes time. It takes a lot of energy and effort, and they're really not sure where to start. So I love to guide and support them. And also anyone with a story to share, to be honest. I think we've all got a pretty incredible story, and I would love to help them spread it out into the world. And so, yeah, and usually we have a business attached to it. So I love to combine strategy and storytelling to help business owners just amplify their message.
Excellent. Thank you. That's very clear. And so you've alluded to it already, and I've mentioned it a little bit in the introduction, but can we delve a little bit deeper into what is the problem or problems that you solve?
Yeah, so basically, we all know now that content marketing is not going anywhere. I mean, you and I are talking on this podcast. We all have mailing lists that we want to email out to people, our customers, but social media is massive. The growth of TikTok in 2020 just created a massive abundance of content, and a lot of people just don't have time. They don't know what to do. They're like, what is this social media thing? Do I have to dance on the camera? Like, what is this? We were not designed to be content creators. We're designed to solve a problem for our businesses, with our businesses to our target audience, but we need to promote our services. And the best way to do that is through content marketing and social media. But we don't have time. We don't know what we're doing. We feel like we're just posting things up for the sake of it. And we're wondering why we're not getting any sales. We're not connecting with our audience. So that is a massive problem. And we're just adding to the fuel of content out there without it actually getting to the right people. So that is a massive problem. And I'm here to help guide these business owners just feel a little bit less overwhelmed with what this whole social media content thing is, because it is still a bit of a buzzword, even though it's been around for quite a while now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think talking about TikTok and Instagram as well. I was thinking, I don't really look very good in a bikini, and I certainly and I tried dancing the fandango, and it just didn't work. All right, so it just was not good. All right. So, what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to solve that problem?
I think it seems pretty simple, but I really want everyone to become wildly obsessed with their target audience. When you know who that person is, it's so easy to create content for them. We share messages, we say things, and we don't even know. Sometimes we're just throwing stuff out there. But the key foundation to creating a really good content strategy or being strategic with our marketing is really understanding who the person is. And you might go, oh, yeah, I know who they are, but have you written it down? Are you testing messages with this person? So if you want to start the basics, start there, but also start thinking about being strategic with your content and not just seeing it as a pretty place where I can post photos and do a caption that says, come in to have Sunday brunch at our cafe. Like use it to be more intentional. And that starts with that foundation, but then also leading into building a content strategy. So actually going through the steps to be strategic and intentional rather than just, oh, we've got to post on social media because it's like what people say we have to do, and then just throwing whatever up, which we're all guilty of. I've even done it and I'm a marketer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was mindful of listening once to a popular British radio DJ, and they said, how do you manage to speak to all these millions of people? He said, I don't. I speak to one
Yep.
person, and I'm very clear about who they are.
Yep.
And that's true in business too. And this DJ and hugely popular and successful, of course, because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
works really
A,
well.
a lot of influencers with big followers say, I don't think of the million people watching it. I just think of that one person and that's it.
Yes.
And that's why they create really great content that connects. And that's why
And
the
then
influencer industry is worth millions or
and
billions.
and your point being is they're very clear on who that one person is.
Mm, very clear.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. So now that we have a better understanding of what you do, let's dive into goal busting, focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve your business goals. Could you share any tips or advice, please, for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
Oh, this is a good question. Actually, the four stages of creativity is helping me right now. So it is a concept, and I can't think of the name of the person that invented it, but I'm reading a book called Mind Management, Not Time Management. And basically, he talks about breaking up tasks into creative stages. So preparing is stage one, incubation, which is just leaving it to settle, is stage two. Stage three is illumination, so actually doing the thing. And stage four is validation, so putting it out there. So I try and do that in a week sprint or 2 week sprint sometimes, where I on a Friday will prepare, on a weekend will let my work incubate, and then from Monday, Tuesday, I'm illuminating, and Wednesday, Thursday, I'm validating. And that's helped me so much break up things into intentional tasks rather than like, oh, I've got to do all these 101 things. I'll just do it all today on Friday and be super busy on Friday because I've left it all to the last minute.
Yes, the procrastinator's mantra, that one. Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, that's very interesting. I haven't heard that particular version of how to do things before, and it makes perfect sense. Absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. Thank
Mm.
you. All right. So finally, what should I have asked you today, Maria, that I didn't? And what would your answer please be?
I think you should ask me what is the one thing entrepreneurs miss in creating great content?
All right. And the
So
answer?
the answer is storytelling, sharing stories. So I've got a perfect example at the moment. A local fish and chip shop in Queensland, in Australia, who is a client of ours. Okay, cool, family owned business. What have they got to share? Everything. They've been in business for 20 years. So we went up there and filmed a docu-series documenting their 20 years in business. That was a beautiful story that we could share with that community that is now going, oh my God, this is so interesting. So it doesn't matter what business you have, we've all got stories to tell. It could be client stories, our story in the public domain that we could use. I mean, you were sharing stuff about politics before we jumped on this call. Like, there's always news happening, there's always stories to share, hypothetical stories, analogies. I love using analogies in my content, but that's how you're going to stand out and that's how you're going to be different because people are just consuming so much. You have to stand out. And the only way you can do that is with unique storytelling. So, that is one thing I think a lot of business owners miss because they think it's not important and it's fluffy, but it's actually a game changer in how you're going to connect with your audience. And I did it right on time.
You certainly did. Look at that. Perfect. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that now because it's distracting. But yeah, picking up on what you're saying, yeah, I mean, I've dedicated a whole chapter to a section in my book to the power of storytelling. It's huge,
Amazing.
and it is,
Mm,
it's been around since humanity was able to speak, and the oral
exactly.
traditions and then the written traditions. Storytelling is how we communicate, and you forget
Yep.
that at your peril. It's a marketer's dream if you use it.
Absolutely. And we always think, I'm not a good storyteller, but as you say, stories, we've been telling stories for millions of years. Like it's just part of what we
We tell a
do.
story every day. I mean, literally,
Exactly.
sometimes, I mean, I sometimes you actually, somebody, they use 1,000 words where 10 would have done just as well because they want to tell a story to get a point
Yes.
across. We all know people like that, don't we?
Yeah, I'm probably one of them.
Yeah, and I'm probably the other one. All right, so next question. We've done our 5 questions, but the next question is how can people reach you? And also, Mariah, how can people, is there like a valuable free resource that people could get from you? Because that's a very good way of finding out more about your offer.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am on most social media platforms. I do spend a lot of time on Instagram. No bikini pics, but lots of travel pics and content marketing tips. So Mariah underscore content queen is where you'll find my personal page. And I have tagged in my bio my business and my agency. But I always post things across the two. And I have a podcast called the Content Queen Podcast where I talk marketing, strategy, and storytelling. And if you heard me say, start with the foundations of learning your target audience and build a content strategy, like, cool, target audience, okay, what's next? I have a free secret podcast that you can access, and you can only access it via the link that I will share with you. And basically, that will give you my 7-step process to content strategy. And I use travel analogies, so it's a fun listen. And each episode is about no more than 8 minutes, so it's very digestible. You can listen to it while you walk the dog or, I don't know, clean the house, whatever you do when you listen to podcasts. And it's a really great way to just get actionable steps on how to build your own content strategy and be intentional. So that is my piece of value to give to everyone today.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And it's a secret too, and you shared it
It's
with
a
us. That's
secret.
very, very kind of you. Thank
And
you
you can
so
only
much.
access it from my secret link. So you can't find it in Apple, but you
Right.
can listen to it on Apple. So it's a bit of a mystery.
Ah, we love that. We love mysteries. Perfect. Thank you. Mariah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for doing this today. It really has been a masterclass. You've packed so much in. I'm thrilled at the content that you've given us today, and it's very nice to meet you as well.
Thank you so much. Likewise. Thanks for having me, Robin. I've really appreciated talking to you.
You're very welcome indeed. Thank you. So that's the end of our podcast. So remember, keep goal busting. Your future self is waiting. And bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate, and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.